So today I'm going to show you everything that you need to know to start creating games in C++. So first things first, I just created a blank project, an empty C++ project. I'm going to click on right here. This is Visual Studio, show all files. Now I'm just going to right click, go to add new item. And the first thing you want to add is I'm just named this main.cpp, is you need a main function. So I'm just going to include a few things. Now stream, and then you just want to type in int main like that, some brackets, and then return 0, even though it's not necessary. Just I usually excuse me, put return 0. All right, so this isn't going to be super in depth, but this is going to show you everything you need to learn to start creating games. So the first thing you need to learn is you're going to type in int, and we're just going to name it health. Like you need to learn what integers are, and it can be anything from health to like score, anything of that nature. Next, you're going to want to do another include. If you want to use these, you want to include string, because strings are very important. If you want to use strings, and to get those, you type it out like this, and then you'll just say like name. So, strings is just really just used for characters, names. But there is a character, which is, I'll show you like that. And actually, when you do characters, you only do one. This is only for one certain, that's how you use it. That's only for one character. And, you can name it whatever you want. But yeah, there's the char, which is made for one character. There's a string, which is made for a lot of characters, the integer. And the other thing that we need to cover that you're going to need to learn is going to be floats, which could be like player speed. Look at me, I can't even type. Or delta time, which you'll learn about in the future. Which a float is like a decimal point number, basically. And you always put an F at it. So like if you were going to do it, like use it, you just put a F there, but you wouldn't be setting the delta time like that. It'd be like you'd be setting player speed. I'll show you what delta time is later. Trying to keep this straight to the point, and you need to know if statements. So we'll just go ahead and assign this to Bob, or assign the name to string to Bob, excuse me. And so if statements just checks if something is true. So you can say if name is equal to Bob, then I'm just going to be using a default function that you can use for debugging in the console. Hello, Bob, or name, excuse me. And this right here, this just means, well, that'll be good for now. So we're not doing anything. So now should be stuck together because I didn't put a space. So hello, Bob. That prints off. So I would just put a space like that. Hello, Bob. And now you can say the next thing you need to know is an else statement. But you can also do else if. And if you do it like this, you have to put another condition. Name is equal to J. And then we'll just do this again. Hello, name. And so now all we gotta do is type in J and save. Oh, and it says hello, J. And my extra L I left in there. And then you can put else. And I'll just put hello, I don't know you. Because that's the only people we know. So now if we change this to even just put a 3 there, just so it's not the same. Hello, I don't know you. So you don't know their name. But that's the if, else if, and else statement. And now I'll show you a little bit. What else do we have to do here? I'm just keeping it real simple. A while loop. So we'll put int health equals 100. It needs to be a good solid whole number. And now I can say while health is greater than 0, we'll say health minus minus, and then we'll have it print something. We'll have it print out the health, and then we'll also add this right here with this little slash here for a new line. And maybe that's the right one, and that's actually this one. There we go. And always remember to put your semicolon. So now when we print it, it's just going to print out the health all the way down to 0. Actually 99. And the reason it did that is because the order matters. Now if we print the health before we subtract it, now we should at least get where it says it's 100 first. There you go. 100 all the way down to 1, then it doesn't print it anymore. All right. So that's the while loop. And let's say you want to create a class. This is the easiest thing. I'm just going to do it real short in here. I'll show you in depth in a future video. So class player. It's done like that and has a semicolon at the end. And you can also put public, because by default it's private. You can have a private section like that with a colon. So we'll say, we'll just give it a name by default, Bill. And now let's say we want to create a new player. We'll say player P. And then we'll say std cout p dot name. And because now every type of player we create will be named Bill. But you could also put in a constructor. But by doing this, I would need to, let's see, I'm not sure if I can do it this way. It'd be easier if I create a whole class, but I'll just keep it like this to keep it simple. But that is classes. And those the basic things that you really need to know to start programming. Let's see, there's also operators, which I showed you. How you could add to something like health, you can subtract, you can divide, multiply. You can also create a function. Let's say void print name. Let's see if I can do it this way. I'm not sure. I've actually never done it. Let's see if we can do this. I always do classes differently, so it's the first time for me. So now, let me see, I don't even need that. See if we get an error. Nope, it works. So now instead of doing that, you can print the name. And one other thing, you could do something like void print function, and it takes in a string item to print, and then you can do it like this, and you can do std cout item to print. Actually needs to be right there and not at the end. That's all right. So now let's say you want to print something, you just do this and you just pass in a string like that. That's how functions work. I'm just showing you a real simple thing. In the next video I'll go in depth on these things. But now it's as easy as just changing it like that, and you can have a quick print function, as you can see. But thank you guys. Practice up on these things I just showed you. Look them up, get familiar with them. In the next video I'm going to be going in depth if you want to wait till then. Thank you guys for watching, and until next time, goodbye.